So today I want to talk about All-Star Superman. Really just Superman in general. I like All-Star Superman because it has many stories that are within one. It gives you a glimpse into his final days as the Man of Steel, and it showed me just how great a character he is. It wasn't something that was just showing him showboating around as this prime being that stood over all other heroes. It was something that to me showed that, he was the adopted son of Earth. And I like how it starts out with him saving people from Luthor. And even if he already knows that his days are numbered, he just tries to make the most of it. What he does in the beginning is just show Lois who he is and reveals himself to her. And at first she thinks it's a joke, but he doesn't even think of himself, he thinks of others. He wants to make his last days matter, to make sure that, he can make her birthday special, to make sure the fortress is going to be okay, and just to continue his job as a reporter, even though he's dying. And I feel like it gives these great moments that are just, different types of little stories within panels, especially one where he's helping another person that's going through a crisis themselves and just visiting sick kids and curing them. Even helping other Kryptonians who were trapped in the miniature-sized bottle, and he never found a way to basically reverse that. He found them a new home. And when I think about All-Star Superman, and when I was reading it, it's a story that I don't think you should summarize, or it's not a story that's trying to, in my opinion, have this thing that's it's trying to say. It's just showing that superheroes, where they're at now, or where they have been for a long time, with the trying to give them more edge, trying to incorporate more tragedy, to keep what they want away further in the constant deconstruction of the superhero. I think it just shows that sometimes, when it comes to Superman especially, he's just a good person. He doesn't have the best villains gallery, in my opinion. It took me a while to warm up to him as a character, just because his villains were just okay to me. But then I really started reading, some of his stories, whether it's the Tom King story of Superman, whether it was some classic Superman shows, the animated series, the series before that, whether it was the Tomasi run of Superman, or just All-Star. I read a good amount of Superman, not every story, just because haven't got there yet. I read a ton of characters, but I started to understand why I like Superman, and I really like his down to earth kind of nature. He kind of feels like he's just like a friend that you could have a chat with, who you can express to yourself, and he's basically going to be there for you, because he's one of those characters that I feel that no matter what, he's always there to help people, even if it's his own villains. He wants the best for people. He wants to see people be something better than they are, even though he is living on Earth and he is abiding by Earth laws. He still thinks that people can be redeemed. He tries to see the best in people when they don't see anything when it comes to them. And All-Star Superman, it goes through that, because even when Luthor is just trying to kill him, Superman still saves him, still tries to understand him. And he doesn't hold a grudge against Luthor. He doesn't hold hatred towards him. He kind of just is trying to do what he can before he has to go. He's more worried about the earth than he is himself. He wants it to be safe. He wants the people that he loves to be safe. And I think what I can get and what many people can get from Superman is that, he's that person who you could look up to for inspiration, who is going to, no matter what, see you as you are and just not judge you, not try to change your thoughts or invalidate you. I think he's a good character that I see really as like a good like father figure type of character, and I think that's why I really enjoyed seeing him build these relationships with people, because I always think that Lois and the people around him, especially his parents and friends, are the ones that keep him grounded, because without them, I think he wouldn't know what to do. He would have just been some alien who became a superhero. But I think with them, they make him more human, and they're the reason why he is so great, because he took all his experiences, all his upbringings, all the lessons that he learned growing up into manhood to become the Man of Steel that we know today.